be recorded. Today, we're going to be doing Notion practice. Now, in addition to the Notion workflow practice as well, we are also going to be learning how to approach work. How to approach work so that you show up in your best self. You see, I see my day into three parts. I think of each day as 3 days. My first part of the day starts at 5:30 a.m. when I wake up, and it goes on until 11, until 11. Then my second part of the day starts at 11 or 10:30 on certain days and goes on until 2:30. My third half of the day starts at 3:30 or 4 p.m. and until goes on until 10 p.m. I divide my day into three parts, and every time I start this day or this portion of the day, I always am very clear with my intention on what I want to accomplish. The very first thing. Generally speaking, my first half of the day goes, my first portion of the day goes, I start my day by servicing my students, which is taking the morning class, and that will be followed by some learning for me, which will be followed by now I'm shifted to exercising in the morning. So I'll be followed by exercising. So it's a lot of service and self-care. And eventually I have a good breakfast and I am ready to sit down for work by 10:30 a.m. most of the days. And on the second half of the day, the second part of the day is when I'm taking care of most of the day-to-day operations, administrative tasks, the meetings, all the necessary work and everything. That's the time when I mostly check the group, give feedbacks and all the necessary stuff, which goes on, which finishes at lunch break. Then once again, in the third, in the afternoon evening time, I continue with what I have to keep doing for whatever is necessary. And most days it ends with me taking a session. So if you see, I think of my day like a HIIT workout. If you know what HIIT is, it means high intensity interval training. It is a kind of workout where you go all intense for maybe, I don't know, a minute or two. Then you take a short rest, 30-second rest, and then again you go all intense. If you're familiar with this form, you will see that it works mostly on, it urges you not about wasting time. And it's not so much about, slow and this going, but it's all about approaching it with full focus, then taking time to recover and then approaching it with full focus. I genuinely believe my time is the most valuable non-renewable resource. And every time I decide that I'm going to spend it for work, is time that I'm taking from doing something else which could have been more fun for me. So when I am sitting down with that focus, I would not want to dissipate it in different directions. I want to be fully there, fully focused. And always my aim is to get something done as quick as possible and then go on to the next. Rather than dragging and wait, rather than just dragging it on and on and on like an award film. I would rather go at it. So two things are very important. One is intention. Not two, three things. One is intention. Second thing is focus. Actually, you being fully present. You cannot be fully present if your thoughts are dissipated in 100 different directions. Correct? If you're thinking about a lot of other things, if you are full of what to do, we make a do it list. Why do we make? So that it goes out of your mind and onto the paper. Your mind is free. Your mind remains free to actually focus on what matters and not bothered about the 100 other things to do. Right? So, but still, very often the mind will constantly be jumping around in the future. So you have to bring it to the present. Your focus has to be on to the present. Third, every time I sit, I set a timer. I set a timer so that at the time that the timer is running, I see that I don't get distracted with anything else. If I do get distracted, I bring my attention back. For example, this approach of work is called Pomodoro technique. It says that you set a timer for 25 minutes and then go fully and then take a break for 5 minutes and then again come back. Now with practice, you'll be able to increase the timing from 25 minutes to 50 minutes. When I set a timer, I generally set it for 90 minutes or 1.5 hours, where I can go with complete and go into complete undistracted mode. This will be followed by a 5 to 10 minute break. And then again, the cycle repeats itself 90 minutes to 1 hour. 1 hour to 90 minutes is what I always set. Okay. So first, let's do this approach to right now. And I guarantee you, if you bring this approach to your work, you're never going to be the same again. And you're going to see that you have almost a superpower ability to get things done. So the very first thing is I want you to now sit and think about what we are about to do today. Just sit for a moment and think about why you are here. We are here because we learned a new tool and we are now understanding how to bring it to much more use. We're understanding how to really put it to your use. Okay. You're going to be fully here for the next 1 hour and nowhere else. Not just physically here, mentally, emotionally, fully here. And nothing else in the world matters more than this. Right now. All your problems, all your worries, all the haves, have-nots, what-ifs, everything can take us backseat because right now, this is all that matters. I want you to convince this to yourself that you must be seeing this clearly. Right now, this is all that matters. I want you to now close your eyes. Let's do a short meditation. I always meditate before I sit for work, and I take these and I meditate for in a day I generally meditate for 40 minutes, but I break it down into small parts. Every time I'm sitting for work, I do a focus meditation for 5 minutes. And right now, I want you to just bring your attention and your focus into this moment. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. I want you to now bring your attention to what you see. Bring your attention to the literal black canvas that you see as you sit down with your eyes closed. Bring your attention right now here to what you see. You see a large black canvas. I want you to now bring your attention in between the space between your eyebrows. The part we call the third eye or the Ajna Chakra. Bring your focus in between your eyebrows until you feel a small pull there. If your thought is carrying you elsewhere, just bring your attention in between to the space and you will see that your thoughts are not going anywhere else. I want you to imagine a small dot of light emerging in between the black canvas at the point where you're focusing. Imagine a light shining outside and it's going bright and strong. This light, you can see the rays coming out. Imagine the ray spreading out and it's reaching wide. Think of this ray now shooting from in between your eyebrows onto the object in front of you. In this case, your laptop or your phone. Imagine the ray of light, channelizing it directly, bringing its light onto what you see right now. This is your ray of focus. You have control over how wide it goes, how sharp it goes, how intense it goes. And you also have your attention to maintain your focus on this. As long as the ray is steady, your attention never diverts anywhere else. Bring your attention onto this and watch how it illuminates. What you bring your attention onto, that becomes more intense. It becomes more interesting. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Deep breath in and out. With your attention steadily in between this part and your light shining out, keeping this attention just there, I want you to gently open your eyes. Gently open your eyes. If you see this, you will feel an immense power of focus right now in front of you. You will, in fact, experience a sharp focus. Kind of, it's almost a feeling like you have a kind of a superpower. In a highly distracted world, the ability to focus is a superpower. Now here, we also now are very clear, our attention is here, and simply on your phone, I want you to go to your timer and set a timer for 50 minutes. Set a timer for 50 minutes and simply hit start. For this time, you give yourself a promise. Your thoughts are not going to divert anywhere else, only on what is right now in front of you. So I want you all to now open your Notion screen and here on your computer, open your Notion. We will go to our workspace, which we had made earlier. Okay, we'll go to our workspace. Now we had kept different workspaces. Amongst that, we had kept different workspaces. Amongst that, you can either create a new page or you can add a page for the book notes. Whatever you choose is up to you. I simply want you to select a page. Simply select a page where you're going to add. And then in this, simply add a page. Create a new page. We have learned how to create a new page. And I want you to write it, Think and Grow Rich. So now in order to do Notion practice, I have picked my favorite, the most transformative book I have ever read. This is called the Bible of Self-Improvement Books. And it is titled Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So basically, the core idea of the book is about adopting the mindset. Adopting the mindset and the beliefs that a person requires in order to achieve extraordinary success in anything, in any area of life, regardless of whether your definition of success is to have a great family life or, great, be extremely rich, have a successful business, or whether it is to become your healthiest version, whatever your idea definition of success is. It need not always be money based, whatever your definition of success is. This book talks about the basic thinking process that you need so that you take the right actions. That is why it is called Think and Grow Rich. Now let's talk about some of the chapters in this. Some of the chapters in this name is thoughts are things, desire, faith, auto-suggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decision, persistence, and the power of the subconscious mind, the brain. These are all some of the chapters in this. So let's start with the first chapter here. Let's start with, let's start by simply writing this course summary of what I said. Okay, now here I have this. I'm going to first add an icon since the name is, since it's a book, you can simply search for a book and add a book here. Or since the title name is Think and Grow Rich, you can think of a, a money icon and you can add that. Whatever makes sense to you, I want to add an icon there. Let's add a cover. And simply, I'm going to change the cover to, you can go to Unsplash and you can find a lot of stock images. I'm just going to look for, I'm going to look for rich. Let's see what rich is going to get for me. I don't see it loading, probably because it is must be an internet connection issue. But if yours is working if yours is working at the right pace, just go to Unsplash and then you can search for a suitable image and you can simply select it. Simultaneously, you can also go to uploads and upload a certain image which according to you makes most sense. So I will add a finance vision. I'll just add a something. Just pick an image from my image gallery. Just add an image which according to me is about richness. Okay. Which according to me is what a success is. It is my dream to hold a camp right next to a beach with 100 of my students showing up, and we are all working together in sync on a goal together. It's a goal that I'm working towards. So now I've added that image and I simply let that load. Here I'll start by adding a simple summary. Let's add a simple text message here. The book, you can write according to what I said in your own words. This book talks about the mindset and belief systems that are needed to achieve success in any field, in any area of life. It is authored by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill. All right. A simple text message to show what it is about. Okay. Then press enter. Let's start with the first main heading. Okay. The first main heading is chapter 1. Thoughts are things. Okay. So now in order to add chapter 1 and show thoughts are things, I can simply hit /. Okay. And then go to heading 1 and add here chapter 1. See, you get a big, large heading there, bold heading there. Press enter. Again, hit /. This time choose heading 2 and let's add the name of the chapter. Thoughts are things. You will find a smaller heading. Comment in H2 if you have been able to get the two headings together. The big heading and the slightly smaller heading with heading 3, with heading 1 and heading 2. Comment in H2 if you have been able to get this. Okay, so for the main heading, you can see here, Harvinder, just you can look here and write, no? Look here and write. H2. Nitin got it. What about others? Disha, Harvinder, Tanya, Surya, Sujata. What about you all? Add the two headings, just forward slash heading 1, add chapter 1, forward slash heading 2, add chapter 2. So now you know how to add a small text, how to add big heading and small heading. Okay. Yes. What about others? Shall I move on to the next one? Yes. Okay. Now, I now want to, okay, finally the image is loaded. So now here, now I want to add a nice quotation, nice quote to this. Okay. At the starting of a chapter, I think it'll look cool if I add a quote. So how, what do I do? Forward slash, simply select quote, capture a quote. See, you'll find the option called capture a quote. Now I'm adding a quote here. Thoughts. I'll copy paste. You can just copy paste or share it in the chat. But I want you to first add the quotation and then you can do this. Thoughts are things and powerful things that when mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and don't worry about typing. I'll share it with you. Persistence and burning desire for the translation into riches. Or other objects. Okay. So I'll just share it with you. And I've added a nice quote here to show what the chapter is about. You can simply copy paste this, but I wanted to add it as a quote. Okay. So comment in S when this is done, and I can move on to the next.
Niranjan, just have a doubt.
Yeah.
So I just forgot like where this heading is.
Where
Can you
the
just
headings.
the chapter 1? Yeah.
So simply click on the plus. You will find
Okay.
heading 1. Heading 1 is the big heading. Heading 2, see it's written here, medium section heading. Heading 3 is a small section heading. So every time you're starting a section title, you can give it heading 1. Somewhere you want to add a middle, section 2, and the small headings can be heading 3. Get it? Anything you want to add, simply you can go to plus and add. Right now, I'm showing you how you can utilize all of these to form a coherent note. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Now let's turn this here and let's slightly turn the color of this because I feel that, this, I want to capture this in a different color and I'm capturing it, turning. See, simply select this, drag. You see the black dot, click on this, select red. Now you see, now you have a quote in red. See that? Do you want to bolden this? Select, click on B. Do you want to make it italic? I. See? Now it looks like a quote as shown in a book or something. If I don't want to bolden it, simply once again click on B. You will see that again it's gone. Play around with the font, choose a color. You don't have to make it red, but choose a color. Just change the color. Maybe turn it to italic or underline or bold. Just play around with the font so you are able to understand this. You can do this for a simple font or a heading as well. Changing the color, changing this, italicizing it. S, comment in S if you are able to get this. Harvinder, it already says over the block limit. What about others? Is anyone else facing the issue? That's very strange already. Then maybe just delete any of the older files. That should work. Just delete any of the pages that are you're no longer using or something. I could use a lot until it actually gave me block limit. Like I could use a lot until I actually finally had to get the paid version. All right, done. Yes.
Niranjan, I have added this in the reading list.
Okay. You have added this in the
Reading list. So it is showing me some categories like author, status, rating, add a property after the main heading. So how can I remove that?
just go backspace or just select and press delete. I don't know.
No, I think maybe it is the format of the reading list only.
Maybe I
It
don't
is not like a
understand.
normal page. Like
It's
after
not like
I've
a
written a
it's
Think and Grow Rich, it is showing me some
right,
categories
right,
to fill
right.
in, like who is
So
the author and all.
I get it, I get it. So what you can do is just start a new page and then doing that. Maybe it's because you selected a template or something that is there, you're getting this. Just go
Okay.
create new page and then it should come normally.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's use the AI technology of Notion. Okay. So here I get space. Okay. And then I'm going to write for me the summary of the first chapter from the book Think and Grow Rich. And Think and Grow Rich, I'll share the prompt with you also. Think and Grow Rich with Grow Rich thoughts are things, right? Specifically the stories mentioned in the chapter, such as I'll share the prompt with you, okay? Inventor and the tramp. 3 feet from gold. The strange power of a child. The strange power of a child, etc. Add all the you add all the quotes from this chapter to show the essence of this lesson as well. Okay, so I'm just now I'll copy. You can simply give this command. Just hit space and then just enter this command, enter this prompt. Once it's done, just click on go and let's see what happens. You must be getting, I don't know if you're getting the same result or if you're getting a different result, but you'll be getting some result. Okay. Yes, comment in S if you're able to get this. If you're able to get a result that is generated by AI. And Harvinder, have you been able to fix your block issues? Yeah. So just delete some older files and it should work ideally. Okay. Disha, Tanya, Nitin, Surya, let's go. Now here, okay, so now here what we're now going to do is we are going to now make it to a neater format. So we are not going to, rather than writing from scratch now, we're just going to edit this and I'm going to show you how to format this. So by learning how to format, you will also learn how to write notes in this manner. Okay. So I'm just going to now, I'm going to first, things. Chapter 1 is titled Thoughts of the Discuss the importance of having a clear and definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its achievements. Now in this one, certain words are very important in this. For example, clear and definite purpose. See, this is an important word. I can simply select on this and click on B here to bolden it. I can also select this entire thing, go here to text color, and you can see the background called yellow background. And I can highlight it. See? Yes. Give me a thumbs up if you have been able to bold and highlight it. Burning desire. I want to bolden this also. See? Again, I'm teaching you all the tools so that you are able to do this. Later on, as you start taking notes, you will find your own means and styles and what all tips. We're just exploring all the tools. Okay. Now the first story. One of the stories in the chapter is about the inventor and the tram. So I'm going to now select the story. Okay, inventor and the tram. I'm going to simply select. I'm going to write. If you don't have the similar thing, maybe a different result, just simply type in inventor and the ram. I mean the inventor and the tram. Press enter after that so that this becomes a line of its own. After you write this, just press enter so that this becomes a line of its own. See? Now simply you can select on this, click and drag, or go to the 6 dots here, turn into heading 3. See? Now it's become another heading. So the biggest heading is chapter 1. Second heading is thoughts or things. Inventor and the tram has become the heading 3, which is the subheading. See that? Now your note is already looking comprehensive. Let's try that again. 3 feet from gold. Okay. So I'm going to once again remove all the unnecessary parts. I select 3 feet from gold. Okay. If you don't have this, maybe you just have to type 3 feet from gold. Once again, go to the 6 dots. See, first thing is turn this into a line of its own with nothing else there. And once you have that, click on the 6 dots and turn it into heading 3. 3 feet from gold. There you go. That's another chapter there. Okay. Now, story of a child. Okay. Now here is the next chapter. I'm going to write it as again, / heading 3. the power of a child. Okay. See, now you have these headings and you have this. Getting it? Now, okay, so now here, I want to look at this and I want to now write the takeaways, the key takeaways from this chapter. Let's do that now. I press enter and I'm going to write key takeaways. Okay. Key takeaways. Press enter. Use hyphen. See, use hyphen. Press space. You see it's turning to bullet point. Or you can go to plus button and simply use bulleted list. Yes, Disha. Go to plus and use bulleted list if you're not getting it. Okay. All right, you're getting it, right? You're not able to hear me. What happened? Subhas showing with the ears. Are you not able to hear me? No. Did you get it? So far, are you able to get it? So far, we learned how to add heading, subheading, highlight, and then add. Now we learned how to add a bullet points. Okay. Yes, Subha? Yes. Superb. So now key takeaway. I will write the key takeaways and you can follow along. Key takeaway 1 is always persist before you quit. Press enter. You'll see the second bullet point come. Okay. Most people quit when they almost reach the results. Always don't quit even during struggle. Or maybe I can write it in a better way. Results often come after a big disappointment or failure. The key is to keep going. So you can just add a similar bullet points and you can add that. What you write is really irrelevant. What matters is you're learning how to, use these tools. Now you can simply select on this key takeaways, make it bold. If you turn this into toggle list, you can also copy these two things, select Control X, and then simply paste. See, you'll be able to get this. Are you getting it? So let me show you how I did that once again. Okay. You write key takeaways, select, turn into toggle list. Okay, toggle list. Now you'll see an arrow like this. Right now you press, maybe nothing is happening. Now in this space where you're seeing empty toggle, simply select and drop it there, or click both, select both, Control X, click on this empty toggle, Control V. You will see that this is slightly inward, and then by pressing on the button, It comes up. So tell me, yes, give me a thumbs up if you're able to get a toggle list successfully. Yes, looking cool, right? Toggle list, you press and it comes. Yes, it's very important that you understand the fundamentals from what we learned. We explored all of these fundamentals yesterday. If you have been able to get this, then you do it. Okay, so I'll repeat it once again for you. So another way, Tanya, you can think of this is that simply write, okay, you can write key takeaways. Okay, you can try this approach, Tanya. Select this. Here you can see an option turn into, or go to the 6 dots. Okay, go to these 6 dots and you will see turn into. Simply make it toggle list. Now in this toggle list, type what you want to type. You can type it as a bullet point also. Like you can type it as a bullet point. How to get a bullet point? Simply press hyphen and space, it comes as a bullet point. Keep persisting. Okay, I'll just write one bullet point to show you. This is thing. Then press on this arrow, you will see it goes up. See, this is how you should be able to get this. Start a toggle list in that empty space where it's written empty space, type what you want. What you type will come as appear in the toggle list. As long as you press enter and don't click anywhere, anything you write will appear inside within the toggle list. Okay, getting it now? Yes, lovely. All right. So now I want to add just, if I want to delete this, can just simply click backspace and it's deleted. I want to add one more thing. Never take no for an answer. Never take no for an answer. Okay. Now I have my 3 key takeaways I'm adding as a toggle list. I want to now add, I am getting these very nice quotes here. Okay, I like these quotes. I want to now add a quote. I want to add a wow moment. Maybe one of this is a wow moment. Okay. For example, one of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. I like this line a lot. Now I want to highlight this. Okay. I want to highlight this. So what do? You simply select on this and you will see a point here, bulleted list. Or go here 6.c. I had told this earlier where each of this line is an intelligent line. You can convert, you can transform one line into a different format. So by the left side of this line, you're going to see the 6 dots, which is a transformation button. Or you can select this and you can transform it here. Let's simply go to the bulleted list and then select the option call out. You're going to see now that this is coming in a separate block. See? I'll just clear format this so that I get this block. Okay. Now here, if you want to move this around, so now I like this. Maybe I want to add this bulb bound moment here itself. I want to add the bulb bound moment on the top. Okay. I feel like, after writing, I feel this is a little misplaced. Maybe I want it somewhere else. You can click on the 6 dots, click, and you can simply drag it to the place you want. See, try this. It's a very powerful tool where you can simply drag a text line and move it wherever you want. This is something that no other tool will offer you. You can simply drag and you can place. That's because each line in Notion is an intelligent line. See, are you all able to get this bulb on? Yes. Moving around, panning around. Click on the 6 dots. You will see this hand icon appear. You will see this hand icon appear where it is written drag to move. So simply click and then you can drag it up or down. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. So are you all able to get anyone stuck with this thing? If you want to add something, you can simply select a line, or see here, Tanya, you can simply select the line or simply write plus, click on plus, then make it call out, and then simply write all that is good is difficult in the beginning. And I'm just adding a random quote going along this line. If I want to delete it, simply I can click on the 6 dots and delete. See, the 6 dots on the right is this one, and you can simply click on delete. Try it out. Yes, Nitin, Harvinder, Surya, Dr. Somnath, Subha, all of you getting it? So now here, we simply go down. I'll add a nice image. Okay, I'll add a nice image. Go to the plus button and simply scroll down until you find an image. Upload file. See how to do? Plus button. Go down until you find image. Click on the image. Upload file. And simply let's select an image. I'll just select a random image. You can also just add an image, because right now all that matters is you're actually using this. Right? So give me thumbs up if you're able to add the image as well. Okay. Now you can click on the bottom, right? Click and drag to resize it. Click and drag at the bottom. You'll see that this bar icon appear, and you can simply click and drag to resize it. Go here to the line. You can align it to the right side. You will see this option called caption. See, just hover the mouse up over, you'll see the caption. You'll see these icons, caption, and you can add a caption. This dragon is symbolic of my inner power. Just adding a random stuff in that. You can add a subtitle to that image as well. Okay. All of you able to work with images? Add an image, move it around, resize it, align. You can crop it also. You'll see an option for crop. If you want to add a secondary image, you can simply add one more image. I'll just quickly show you how that is also done. You can add an image, upload file, add a secondary image, scroll, and simply you can drag it and place it here. See? So that's how you can add multiple images in rows as well. Add, then click, drag, and just move it to the right. That's it. It's very simple. There you go. So I'll wait for you all to do it. Comment in DONE, done. So Subha, I had actually shared the prompt. Missed the first 15 minutes. Yeah, actually the AI summarized the book content here. You had joined in that day, that's why. So I'll just write it in the group chat and you can get this. Okay, there you go. I've shared it in the chat. This is why you should never be late. You also missed a meditation that we did. Let's have a look at a timer. The timer says we have 12 more minutes. Okay. Ready? Now let's try something else. So this is how you can basically write basic notes. Similarly, using the heading, subheading, bulb on moments, capturing a quote, adding lines. You can pretty much take notes over anything you want. Now you can also do one thing. When you come here, you can also come where you come here, go to these 3 dots and then make it full width. Then now you will see that your page is coming with full width. See, go to the 3 dots, toggle full width, and also you can toggle table of contents. Now what happens? You click somewhere outside. You can see now that it's coming full width. Earlier you will see Notion is somewhat constrained along the middle. Now you'll see it is in full width. Also, you will see this table of content. Simply go to this here. You will see these dash lines. Just go here and you can simply click on it and you're going to go there. See, it is simply going to select you there. Table of content also is automatically ready. Okay. So now let's learn something else. Let's learn how to make a do it list using Notion. So do it list once again is very simple. I'm going to now go back and I'm going to, let's create a new page. So we can go back to our master page and then I can go to this place called a habit tracker. Okay, I'll make a habit tracker here. Go to habit tracker. So now here you can simply go to the plus button and then, okay, just create a new page, habit tracker. Go to the plus button. Go down, 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 down. You're going to see 5 columns. Go there. Now you're going to see this very interesting thing where if you just move your mouse to the right, you're going to see these different spaces. See? So this one I learned yesterday in yesterday's session. Surya showed it to me first. And I thought this is very cool. How can I apply this? So you go to this 5 heading and you have this here. Now let's simply write the first one. Okay, so I want to add one habit is wake up at 5 a.m. You can click here and write the second habit, read 10 pages. Click here, write the third habit, exercise. Then again click here, fourth habit, deep work. I can add a 6th habit. Again, you can add the habits that you want, but these are generally the habits that I follow. Post on social media, or I'll do it as give student feedback. I typically, when I keep a habit track, I keep a track of over 10 habits. You can choose what works for you and then give student feedback. Okay, these are generally the habits that I mostly focus on. You're going to get these. You can simply select each of these, make them bold. And then here, go to plus. Okay, go to plus. And then you can simply go down until you get a to-do list. See? See that? Let's do that again. You added the 5 columns. Okay, you're all able to get this. So Subha, previously if you missed, you can try this one. Once again, I'll repeat the steps. Go to plus. Simply go all the way down until you find. You will find just you have to scroll down a little until you find 5 columns, 5 column blocks. So now you're dividing the page into 5 blocks. And under each of these, in each of these blocks, you can add a habit. You can highlight, come here, and then simply under this one block, make a to-do list. Let's add it as 1. This requires day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just do 10 until 10. See, just keep add the number, then press enter, 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 enter. It will go 1, press enter, 2, press enter, 3, press enter. You'll see automatically this is coming. You can then simply click on all of this, click and drag the mouse, select all of this, press Ctrl C, copy, Ctrl C to copy, and then simply come here in this block, come to this block, press enter. 1 minute.
Niranjan, we have to first itself press enter in all the 5 blocks.
What happened?
First itself, we have to press enter in all the 5 blocks. If we are doing
Okay,
now,
and then
it's going down.
only do this, is it? All right. So I'll just go to here, press enter here, then make a to-do list. Go here, press enter here, make a to-do list. Yeah, press enter here, then make a to-do list. Press enter here, make a to-do list, and now you simply there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 1, press enter 2, press enter 3. So basically, go to each of this and then you have this.
After that, we can copy paste, no problem.
Then you can just do that. There you go. So now you just simply all you need to do is just keep adding. On each day, you can simply tick off the habit you made. See, you have a very simple habit tracker on this as well. You're all able to create this. See, easy to do. Easy to make habit tracker now you have. Okay. Done. Yes. Now shall we learn one more? So you can similarly think of in this way, use a tick box and you can use that to make a habit tracker, a do-it list, pretty much anything you want, you can add in this. All right. Shall we now learn one more function? One last function. Ready? One last function that we are now going to learn because our Pomodoro says that we still have some time. So one last function that we are now going to learn is we are going to learn how to create a Kanban board. So what's a Kanban? A Kanban board is basically a kind of board where you can shift your things from in progress, not started, in progress and done. This is mostly used for delegating teamwork, but you can also use it for your personal work. Basically, think of it this way. You have a large board, you have a lot of sticky notes, and in sticky notes, you are just pasting all the things that you have done. And as you do it, as you do it, you're simply removing it, pasting the sticky notes to the done section. Okay. So if you have a sticky note, if you have a board, and then you're simply adding, and you're adding these things such as, what is that? Not started. You're creating a task board. Okay, not started. Then in progress, complete. Now imagine you had a board like this. Basically, all the things you want to add, all the things that you want to start your writing on this, you are able to simply shift it when you start doing it. When it's complete, you move it to complete. So if you had a task board like this, your work becomes very easy to manage and even delegate. So let's understand how we can do this on Notion. It's very easy. You simply go to your share screen option. Okay. And here you can either create a new page or here inside this itself. Simply go to plus button, go all the way down until you're able to find this thing called board view. See, go down until you find board view. B-O-R-D, board view. Select board view. You're going to see this appear already. Now, here on this, once it's done, just simply give it my task board. And in this option for cards, just click and write. So let's just write one thing, okay? Complete shooting video. Your timers must be going off now. So just want you to click on stop. Okay. Complete shooting video. Press this arrow, it goes back. I'll show you once again. Click on this card. Let's add this. Submit. Notion. Click close. You have this. And similarly, you can see that you can add as many tasks as you want. Okay. Make weekly do-it list. Done. Are you all able to get this? Yes. Show me thumbs up if you're all able to get a task board. I will show you once again how I did it. Just simply click the plus button. Go all the way down until you find the board view. And then if it talks about, if you're finding this window here and you're not sure on what to do, just click on new board. That's it. Done. New board. It's done. See? And click on each of these cards. Type what you want. And then you can add any additional comments or anything. Click close. There you go. You have a task board now. Now in this task board, you can simply add as many things as you want. And then you can simply move it to in progress or done. See? So this is how I prepare my weekly do-it list. I have one master task board. I have shown this earlier. I have one master task board where I add all my actions, all the things that I need to do. And then I keep updating it on a week-on-week basis. It has pretty much everything, everything that I do is in this. So the things that I'm currently doing, and once it's done, I simply move it to done. And every day or once every week, I simply update this. So just moving things around, it gives you a dopamine rush. Just moving something from incomplete to done, it makes you feel good. And every time you open, it gives you a stack comments. You're all able to get your task board. Yes, it's mind blown, right? Mind blowing, right? So next time you're making a do it list, you don't need to write it on separate papers. You can pretty much do everything in Notion and you can write this. I would strongly recommend you all to prepare a weekly task board like this. And it's super effective. I can tell you it is the best task management system that I've ever come across. If you're able to maintain this on a week-on-week basis, you will be unstoppable. Combine this with calendar time blocking. You do calendar time blocking for your day-to-day management, and you have a task board for keeping yourself accountable on the overall goals and outcomes. You do both of it together, you'll be unstoppable. And that's it. It's exactly it. There are numerous different applications of Notion, but here my purpose was to introduce you to the three most common applications, which is forming a tracker, which is forming a task board, and third, forming notes. All right. So now your homework is simple. You simply submit and share this with me if you still have not. So how to do it? You simply go to your, you simply go to the page you want to go. You simply go to the page, go to share, and then write teamsoulflow@gmail.com. So I'll type it here once again. Exactly. It's treating yourself like a business organization. See, to what extent you want to take this depends upon you. But me being a founder and a CEO, everything depends upon me doing the things. If I don't do, nothing gets done. And I have to. And it makes sense also because I am the organization in many ways. Me and Sanchari. Like we founders are the organization in many ways. So, we have to treat ourselves that way. Now, the way that the extent you want to use it is up to you. But even on a very fundamental level, if you are able to implement some of these habits into your life, you're going to be a completely different person. Yes, exactly, right? Subha can relate. I forwarded in the chat. So simply go to the share button, write this and click on invite. And once it's done, once you do that, okay, once you simply do that, all you need to do is also you will see this option called copy link. Okay. Copy link. And then simply go to the community board and paste it. Here you go. Community board. Yes. Here it is. Submit your tasks here. Simply paste it. My Notion task board. My Notion task board. That. That's it. The all-in-one workspace. All right. So I hope you all had fun today learning a new tool. Learning something new is always fun. And you feel empowered more than everything. So we are now officially completed week 2. And now we are going to be moving on to week 3. From the next week, from tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. masterclass, we are going to be starting a completely new chapter. A new chapter, a new topic, and we are going to be working towards week 3, which is about setting a larger than life vision. Right? So take care, everyone. Have an amazing day. Submit these things. If you find yourself not able to catch up, take it one step at a time. This week was all about overcoming fear of camera and technology. Smiles out. Thank you and Have a great day. There'll be no morning session tomorrow. Okay, there'll be no morning class tomorrow. As such for you, we'll be meeting for the session at 10:30 a.m. Okay. Bye.
What will be the timings?
You
10:30
can,
to?
1 minute, I almost forgot. You can ask any questions that you want, like any questions, any doubts, you can unmute and ask. Yeah, go ahead.
The timings will be from 10:30 to?
Mostly 12:30, maximum 1 p.m.
Okay.
12:30
And there's
to
no
1
class
p.m.
on Sunday, right?
There's no class on Sunday.
Okay, thank you.
Only Saturday master class, and then I will share the schedule also for the next week. Like this week we had a extra practice class, any additional sessions and everything, you'll be notified. Okay.
Okay.
Any other doubts regarding Notion, regarding trying or anything?
Niranjan, is there any option that we can link this to calendar, these habit or something, or it does not require?
I am not aware of anything like this, but since it's from different companies, Notion and Google Calendar, I'm not sure you can do it. But in Notion itself, there is a calendar view actually. There is a Notion itself has its inbuilt calendar. So here itself, actually, if you go here, go to the plus button, can come down, and then you're going to see this option called calendar view. See, it has its own calendar. And then, it has all these options actually, like Notions, calendar.notion is there. So since it's a different company, I'm not sure if it can be linked to sync with Google, but you can shift to this calendar itself if you like it so much and you want to do it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
There are, see, they also have a view for creating like a gallery mode. Then you can create like a mood board on this also, where you can add images. It's fun. You can try all those. Just try different options and see what all you can create. I have not covered. It's like the Titanic iceberg. Only spoken about 20% what you see on the top. There is much more happening at the bottom. Exactly. The templates and all, you can explore the templates. So you can go to the template option and then you can explore that. So how to use a template. You simply go here. And the best part about Notion is its templates, in fact. Simply go down. And then you can go to templates. See, go down, go to templates, and then you can select your templates. You can go to, board view, and you can select the templates, to-do list. See, if you go to to-do list, go to this one and you can select this one. You go to project and tasks. See, this is another view for that. Meetings. So you can explore all these different templates and you can write on this also. There's a lot you can try in this one. Like you can also sync it with AI. Actually, the limit is a lot of cool things you can do with this. Like when you are combining the power of AI with note taking and the templates, there is so much that you can do in this. Right? It's wow, right? It's absolutely wow. Okay. So take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.